drums, huh?
I recently acquired these.
Oh, those are drum pads. I totally thought they were. I thought it was Rock Band.
No,
It's
like a practice set. That's what it is. My friend recently moved to Japan and gave them to me. I was like I've been wanting to learn drums forever, so.
There you go.
Yeah. Gotta call Rita.
Yeah.
He's the master.
So, speaking of child's pose, let's start there.
Are we recording already?
Yeah. Why, do you have a question?
No, I just didn't know.
Oh, yeah. So, spread your knees as wide as your mat. Let your hips sink towards your heels, and your shoulders slide down towards your back. Take some time to notice the places where you feel tension, and then free it with your breath. Start to come forward and come up to tabletop whenever you're ready. So take some time to line up your knees underneath your hips, about hip distance, and your wrists underneath your shoulders. All 10 fingers spread into the mat. On your next inhale, you're going to let your belly drop towards the mat and your heart pull forward. And on your exhale, you're going to push the earth away from you and round your back. Shoulders come away from your spine. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale, belly rounds. Continue this using the rhythm of your own breath. Start to activate that ujjayi, constricting the back of your throat. With each movement, see where you can find more freedom, even though it may be the same motion. Now take some time here. You can kind of freestyle your cat-cow. You can move from side to side. Come back to child's. When you've finished, we'll meet at a neutral spine. Draw your belly button in towards your spine. Take your right heel and press it towards the back wall, up in the air. Engage your core. Back leg is engaged. Weight is evenly distributed on both of your hands. If you would like a little bit more, you can raise your left arm, extend it out in front of you. Neck is neutral, chin is slightly tucked. Breathe. Now moving slowly and with purpose, bring your back knee to meet a lifted elbow in the center on your exhale. Inhale and extend. Exhale, slowly pull together. Inhale, extend. Exhale together. 2 more on your own breath. When you finish, we'll meet back in our tabletop. Shake it out. And then we're going to extend our left leg behind us. Heel pressing towards the back wall. Belly button to your spine. If you like, you can raise your right arm out in front of you. Extended towards the front wall. You might notice that this side would feel maybe a little bit different than the other side. Maybe it's easier, maybe it's harder. Feel a line of energy shooting from your back foot and heel up to your fingers, extending towards the wall. Now on your next exhale, bring your knee to meet your elbow in the center. Inhale, extend. Exhale together. Inhale, extend. Exhale together. Inhale, extend. 2 more on your own. And when you've finished, we're going to meet on our bellies for a T shoulder stretch. So come to lay flat on your stomach. Arms will be extended out to the side. You might want to stagger yourselves a little bit. Palms will be face down. And when you're ready, start to peel your left shoulder off of the ground and press into your right heel or your right hand slightly, pulling your shoulder up off of the mat. Maybe bending your left foot and placing the sole of the left foot on the ground. You should be feeling the stretch across your right chest and shoulder. When you're ready, come back to center, meeting on our bellies. Flatten out your left hand back on the ground and switch sides. So peeling your right shoulder up, stretching across the left chest and shoulder. Still breathing. Come back to your stomach. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes and push up and back to downward facing dog. Now this might be your first down dog of the day. If not, you get extra credit. But take your time to walk your dog out, bending one knee and then the other. Maybe leaning your hips from side to side, getting a good side stretch. And when you've had enough time walking your dog, start to slowly walk your feet forward to meet your hands. And we're going to meet in ragdoll. So feet are about hip distance apart. Can take a slight bend in your knee to get more into your back. You can choose to hook your hands on either elbow or interlace the fingers behind the back of your neck. You can sway side to side, letting your neck being completely relaxed. And your head is heavy. Let your hands fall to the mat. Slowly, bit by bit, vertebrae by vertebrae, start to roll yourself back up, starting from the tailbone. Your head being the last thing to lift. Roll your shoulders down your back. Take some time to plant your feet into the mat. Feel the earth below you. We're going to reach our arms out and up. And then bring them to heart center. We'll inhale together and then exhale for an Om. Inhale. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant your hands into your shins. Crown reaches towards the front wall. Half lift. Exhale, let it go, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach out and up like a standing up snow angel. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now, look to see that your feet are planted firmly once again. Reach your arms straight up. Place the palms of your hands together and make a yogi gun with your fingers. Weight distributed evenly in both of your feet. Start to lean towards your right in a side stretch. Keeping the weight evenly in both of your feet, maybe even a little bit more weight to the outside of your left foot. Heart spins towards the ceiling and breathe. And back to center. Reach up towards the ceiling. Even it out. And then we'll lean over to the other side. So weight evenly distributed in both of your feet. Start to lean to the left. Heart to the sky. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, let your hands fall. Shake your shoulders out. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant your hands to your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, put your hands on the mat and step to the top of a push-up position. Hold here. Weight pressing into all 10 of your fingers. Heels pushing towards the back wall, belly engaged. Turn the insides of your elbows towards the front of the room and slowly lower down. Keeping your hands where they are, start to leading with your heart. Start to lift your shoulders up towards the front of the room. Maybe you can come up a little further and release the weight off of your hands using just your back to support yourself. Legs are engaged, tops of the feet are pressing into the mat. Exhale, push up and back to downward facing dog. Shake it out a little bit more. Start to feel alive. On your next inhale, when you're ready, look forward. Exhale, step to meet your hands, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, and slowly lower down. Inhale, lift up, cobra pose, tops of the feet into the mat. Exhale, push up and back to downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to meet your hands, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a few breaths to check in and feel how your body is activating. Feel your feet press into the mat. On your next inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, sink your hips back like you were sitting into a chair and come into chair pose. Toes are touching. Maybe your big toes are touching each other. Heels are slightly apart. Inner thighs and calves are zipped together. Look down and make sure you can see your toes. And then breathe. Shoulders down your back. And sink a little deeper. On your next exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank and lower down. Inhale up, cobra or up dog, if that's in your practice. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale, your right leg lifts. Exhale, step in between your hands. Inhale, spin your back foot to the ground, come up warrior one. Weight pressing into the knife edge of the back foot, knees stacked directly over your front ankle. Shoulders and hips squared towards the front of the room. Fire up that breath. The term asana means the space between fire and ease. See if you can use your breath to help guide you to that space. Sink a little deeper. On your next exhale, plant your hands in Vinyasa. Inhale, your left leg lifts. Exhale, step it between your hands. Inhale, come up to warrior one. Back foot spins down. Shoulders down your back, palms facing one another. And breathe. Sink a little deeper. On your next exhale, Vinyasa through. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, sink to chair. Take one breath here. And exhale to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank and lower down. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your right leg lifts. Exhale, step it between your hands. Inhale up, warrior one. Exhale, plant your hands in Vinyasa. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it between your hands. Inhale up, warrior one. Exhale, Vinyasa. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands reach. Exhale, sink to chair. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back in Vinyasa. Take 3 breaths here. Now as we start this next flow, know that you always have child's pose if you like it, or if a pose just isn't speaking to you. What I say are only suggestions. They're not rules or orders. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, step it between your hands. Inhale, come up to crescent lunge, keeping the weight on the ball of your back foot and shoulders relaxed, hands facing one another. Let your breath guide you deeper into the pose and to find that space between effort and ease. On your next exhale, spin open to warrior two. Weight pressing into the knife edge of the back foot, hips opening towards my voice. Shoulders down your back and gaze over the middle finger of your front hand. Maybe you can sink a little deeper. On your next inhale, reach your right arm forward. And then exhale your forearm onto your right knee. Pressing into your right arm to spin your heart up towards the sky. Come into extended side angle. Keeping your ribs off of your thigh and feeling length in both sides of your ribs. If you like, you can bring your right arm towards the ground if that's in your practice also. Or come into a bind. Beautiful. If you're in a bind, go ahead and release it. And reverse and come into reverse warrior, letting your left arm fall back and your right arm reach towards the back wall. Still sinking into that front knee. And on your next exhale, Vinyasa. Beautiful breath, you guys. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step it between your hands. Inhale up, crescent lunge. Making the same adjustments on this side that you did on the right side. On your next exhale, spin open to warrior two. Shoulders down your back, belly in towards your spine, protecting your low back. I don't know that I've ever seen warriors in real life, but if I had to guess, I would say I'm looking at them. Sink a little deeper. On your next inhale, reach your left arm forward and exhale into extended side angle. Heart spins towards the ceiling. Plenty of space on both of those ribs. If you came into the bind on the other side, you might want to explore what it feels like and the differences of trying to take the bind on this side. Beautiful. When you're ready, go ahead and inhale to reverse your warrior. Breathe into that left side. Exhale, Vinyasa. Let's take 3 breaths, or if you're feeling it, just come into child's pose. Let's rest. That was a really intense practice, if you like. But I guess we're warriors. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, step it between your hands. Inhale up, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lead with your right arm forward. Exhale, come into extended side angle. Take an inhale and an exhale here. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale and flow. Beautiful breath, you guys. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step it between your hands. Inhale, come up, crescent lunge. Exhale, open, warrior 2. Inhale, left arm reaches forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to reverse. Stretch. And exhale, Vinyasa through. Take 3 breaths here. Inhale, your right leg lifts. Exhale, step it between your hands. Inhale, come up, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, right arm reaches forward. Exhale, crescent lunge. Extended side angle. Good job. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And straighten your front leg. Exhale your arm forward and down, leaving your hips behind you. Come into triangle pose. Breathing into the stretch across your chest. Maybe into your hamstring and quads. Now, look in front of you. Pick a spot about 6 inches in front of your right foot. Inhale, bend your right knee. And exhale, launch forward into half moon, planting your right hand where your spot was that you picked. Back foot is flexed towards the left side of the room. Yeah. Lift your lifted leg a little bit higher. Good. And then ever so gently, lightly step back to warrior two. Nice. Sink into that front knee. And on your next inhale, come up to reverse your warrior. And exhale for your vinyasa. Take 3 breaths here. Can be child's pose, down dog, handstand, dolphin. Now, wherever you are, let's meet back at downward facing dog. Lift your left leg on your inhale. And exhale, step it between your hands. Inhale up, crescent lunge. Exhale, spin open to warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Take an inhale and an exhale on your own here. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Straighten your front leg, reach your left arm out and down, come into triangle. Maybe as if your top hand was pushing into a wall in front of you to keep that shoulder right in its socket. Bend your front knee, pick your target, and on your next exhale, launch forward into bouncing half moon on this side. Making the same adjustments you did on the other side that you'll do on this side, making sure your lifted foot is flexed. Nice. And with a silent step, come back into warrior two. On an exhale. And inhale to reverse. Exhale, vinyasa. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now, start to sink your hips closer and closer to the ground, slowly. Feet can be as wide apart as you need. See how long and how close you can get to the ground before your butt actually hits the ground. And then when it does, roll onto your back. Dripping sweat is extra points in yoga also. Maybe plant the bottoms of your feet on the ground and windshield wiper your legs back and forth. We're going to set up for bridge. So plant your feet, scoot your heels close enough to your hips that you could maybe brush them with your fingers. And start to push into the earth, lifting first your hips, then your low back, followed by the back of your chest. Maybe you can scoot your shoulders underneath you and interlace your fingers. No raisin butts, relax your glutes. And breathe. On your next exhale, slowly let yourself out of it, starting from your neck down to your butt. You can windshield wiper your legs here, neutralize your low back release. And then we'll set up for bridge again. Find your foot setting and begin. Love this breath. Good job. And when you're ready, come out the way you came in. Windshield wiper your feet or your knees. And then we're going to come into our last back bend of the day, or for this class at least. If wheel is in your practice, this is when we'll take wheel. If not, we'll come into bridge one more time. So line up your feet. Begin. Again, looking for that place between effort and ease. As if your body was the fire and your breath was the wind that stoked the fire to make it strong and steady. And release. Good job. This time lift the bottom of your feet towards the ceiling. Heels pressing up. Maybe you can rock side to side. And then we're going to start rocking forwards and backwards. And we'll meet in boat pose. Legs can be straight or bent. I cannot straighten my legs, so I can't show you a very good example of that. But I can show you this. And you can keep your hands behind your knees, or they can be out to your side. If you would like more, you can bring them out farther or start to pump them like this. Heart pulls towards the ceiling. Belly engaged, obviously. Use that breath, fire up that breath. Heart lifts. Now lower almost all the way down to the mat, keeping your shoulders and feet above the mat. As you exhale, come back up and inhale back towards the mat, still not touching. Exhale, come back up, boat pose. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach up, and exhale. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, reach up, you got this. And inhale, plop down on the mat. Yeah, buddy. That is where the party is at. See if you can hear your heartbeat. Now we're going to come into the figure 4 stretch on our back since we're already here. So bend your right knee and place your right foot on the mat. You're going to take your left leg and cross it over your right. So if your leg was straightened, it would look like a 4. And then you're going to reach your left hand through the hole in between your knees, and then your right hand around the outside of your right leg. And you can grab whatever you can reach, the back of your knee, the front of your shin, and you're going to pull. And you should feel that stretch in the left hip. When you're ready, go ahead and release. And we'll set up to switch sides. Do you shake it out, wiggle your hips, straighten or bend your legs. Then we're going to bend our left knee, left foot planted on the mat. Right leg crosses over. Reach your hands through and hug your legs into your chest. When you're ready to release, release. Take any last poses you would like to take. You could take happy baby. You could come into a twist. And then when you're ready, we'll let our feet come as wide as our mat. And our feet fall out to the side. Our shoulders comfortably tucked underneath our back. Palms can fall open towards the sky if that's comfortable. Take the time to relax your eyebrows, your cheeks, your jaw, your shoulders, chest, legs, toes, toenails. And Shavasana. to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing awareness back into your body. Reach your hands over your head. Point your toes and stretch. Roll off to your favorite side. Feeling where your body is coming into contact with the earth. And take a moment to seal the work you did inside of you and to take it with you off of the mat. Maybe it can help you find other ways to find effort and ease in the decisions you make and the way that you live your life. When you're ready, push yourself up to sitting. We will seal today's class with one final So inhale together. The light within me honors and is the same as the light in both of you. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
You did it! You did your video! Light.